Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, o see them yopo.
Mema wakwaba e de ba PENDREAM TV so make sure say obe subscribe to channel no click bell so say the news to our sabit me aka ntem no watie afa so make sure say obe like na wa comment no share ama afoforo so nsaka na comment section ho so no opese o kire wa adwen obetimi e de wa adwen kire ato honom na amanfo so anya bia kenkan na onim say PENDREAM TV de eye nsem a ekoso Ghana yam politics mu ne de ba na yasaka ya ne de abranti na so me video a ensaka pese no che na ye de ba nti me mo modern astro so obehwe video we amana si awie na wa kire wa adwen e comment section na se yenko video
odi kuma na esim gen so obi hunu say odwanam because on turn nam da this abysmal performance sabe sankamon fire say nwa ena kama fire say nyanya nkyere a anka sankwase asem we nkoso e wa ha for people to come out and speak rubbish and go scot free
what ye ntie no because baby no de nani a kire was asem e Bryan Acheampong agric minister and say ansa ne ye bekwa akoto aba no na inflation na ne nam soro ni food inflation na and na nam soro no na dane because sabra ye ka say a free over 60 inflation
why they call system
about 23
in the history of Ghana, in the history of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Yes.
When did food inflation get to 60%? When? And see that. This is what be taking over. And you want to tell your predecessor how irresponsible he is, sir. You go straight. So minister, ube far your friend is saying 2 million that's in the office was irresponsible. He gave us an food inflation of 63%. Media about below 60% into my yard. Tell us that. Now, Sabin Predu Samanu Simuna Swinka say, and Kwasiampa from you, Amuchamo. With both of you, nobody can get close to John Dramani Mahama's achievement. It is a Muna Moderi Mufari on that level. But you don't bring John Dramani Mahama in.
But the point is, say, Tia Bafom. Ghana for Babe who say, Omu ye be found, and no grand.
First of all, young country in Ghana say, body drew. Ye 23 cities were.
Ye catch
young country say 25 cities. And then body drew ye turn the same. Body drew ye turn the same. And you see, say ye cut food inflation, and you one product. A variety of goods in the basket, in the cost at the same. In the first place, you know, we buy and nanka tomatoes. Yet tomatoes are yedriano ha. What cut down the importation of tomatoes from Burkina Faso? Mekacha say who ye baby. But if somebody or turn tomatoes, oko Burkina, ekofa tomatoes, okofa tomatoes, ebia December. Na ye ton tomatoes no paint rubber no ye ton 120 Ghana na se ene wakwakofa ewo Burkina e de aba Ghana ba beton na enam se season na tomato season na ewo Burkina nti no o ton no 80 ne enye 120 a Bryan Acheampong die na waye oho seedlings ewo Burkina no na de koma wonom anase irrigation no ma Burkina no na akoye oho na tomato price abafom out Ghana would you two such people want another term in office.
It's only point say a bit
he doesn't even understand the ministry in which he is.
Yes, and Tian Bionian Twasso. Tiano Bryan Acheampong here.
Sir Easter, Ebony away. Nah, if you're and the boy is what in them. Ochina, or sorry. If you're not a point, then say they pay a car and camera for the moon and in the other year. solo. Now apart from I'm a man for every to my pa. Inflation and I was 61% and now I was 23%. And now inflation, food inflation and I was 61% and now I am 27%. And now dollar and then 19 and then 13. And now I am a physician and work and employer so and to an employer the back what I'm doing so and never deny I shut up and now I'm for I now every December no not dollar na day ati na
eti eno no the point no say every December no na sa no ma ya abaye body nwusie ya katakata Ghana so yi na tiefro
first of all
na Ghana fo nya hoto so ato abo
Kwame first of all so uyo bi a wabobra uyo bi a waye adwuma nwusie ene ebo etumi kata wanyuma so ene ewia bomomo a ene wadapa ebededi anka munna nyankopon ase say because of nwusie ene ebo obi a onim ebo no se ukọ bepo so bebi a bepo ewo a ahemrache anase yi no fog pose fog na akata nua ne so a unhu nua no na akata so no munna nyankopon ase se ebo ene nwusie akata mwadapa so na ewia eba bebo na ewia ya eboyi enu na eba be expose mo incompetence munna nyame ase o say ene Oma eden
dollar no
Oma ti dollar before I even come to the dollar
about 13
look at the arrogance ana odekasa to make sure media for anim because ene media for sabe mano akatum media for pen na mode churo no ayira the attack ayade mice excellency John Dramani Mahama it is no more there. And no just media for muya menim no a tuning space
me be kabio
me ba be kabio he has dared you me be kabio
yeah
and that arrogance and you see one stupid thing they keep on doing and they say they always want to address the NDC NDC will always want to address the Ghanaian. That's the difference between NDC and NPP. NDC nyambra opese Ghana ni etse yensemase. We NPP ni o, we CPP ni o, we NDC ni o, whoever you are a citizen of Ghana. You are the one that we are addressing. NPP nyakwenya, he is addressing NDC for because NDC for no Nigerians, ye Togo, for ye Burkina Niger for. That is the level that they see us. Say NDC for no, we cannot talk. We no be sorry anopa on the 7th of December. No a jare watuna tadi we chichiri ne se. Ubisa no so okọ here o se me kwakoto aba ediama NPP. You will be a fool. Such people will be fools. And I'm saying it with conviction. Obia omu say. Sabe, unim say, vote kaino. Me, dedia me ye wa nyina no. Me vote ye one.
Eba ko be.
Kwame,
me de eba ko.
Odi ye ba ko. Ima de ye ba ko. Obia de ye ba ko. So if you sit and tell me say on the 7th of December, whatever happens, yan fama NDC for.
Yeah.
O catch me say one, either so utredua so now ya boa. And now say a beer o person catch me say wo kokromoti no e bru mienu and I say bru baako. And you see, yembi say who is Bryan Acheampong?
Who is he saying?
Who is Bryan Acheampong?
Say where you why?
He is that coward. Osuma emrantie eko ayawaso West Wagon. You didn't call your friend is saying. Emotion committee and him no. He was denying their voice. Such a coward. Sankenya Nanado Danko Kufuado. The worst president, a president can't kaya yenya. He should have been facing the law courts. National security for Mutumitro police egumuka who they call operation. It's a walking disaster. And this beba Ayawasu West Wagon case will be raised again. That Ayawasu West Wagon, Naka white paper, Modi a service anchor for winning. That case will be reopened. And we'll make sure that all the architects of that, your friend is saying, bastardly act, they'll face the law. Asema Okenyinano is because he wants to save his ass.
Oh, Samu.
Yes.
And your conviction.
And your conviction over
say no many than
because you see, some of them are afraid. Some of them have seen your friend is saying no. In any case, before people start talking this way, oh yeah, fam momo, oh woman to be a nini, and say no. First of all, it means that they have seen say lose elections. Sankenya, they would have been talking about your victory margin. They wouldn't be talking in the negative. Say you lose, you better no. And then a lot of NPP people know say NPP and I say Baumia ebe lose the less elections. Their only conviction are wanna say they believe say Nanado ewo magic wine be and now say Jane Mensa ewo corrupt act be obetumi a play Bryan Acheampong friend say come me omo bibi obetumi aiden aye ama adane
enye adwuma bi omaye because what tie ba omi anso
that is why I want
adwen say waye adwuma
onopodi
70%
onopodi
president
ye kasakra memoni ni oye nchine kra wayere
vice president
oye nchine kra wayere
ono na woni ko
he's just a stooge who is being managed waye se enkura bem ne afre bibi koliko obonsa homa sen na homa sen nsa no obi gina ho na ochiche na oyese
anaso ohurihuri
on say say asana na osa e wo ho no battery se ne to de no ye wo kwawu ho na battery na se ne to. He is not a man of himself. Bibia Nanado aye bia eye successful bi also no aye. Every failure of Nanado also me ba mesesa no. Are you thinking? Anka Yika say Nanado Danko Kufuado ka say he's not going to sign the gay bill no. Ne kasa bebrebe say sanko ka chen so no we ni anko be sign it. Obetumi aka. Koliko te so no obetumi aka. A yo like that. Can you open his mouth and say me ya to abama me a sign me? He should open up and show how different he is from Nanado. Birds of the same feathers, they flock together. Baby akoko jina no ohona ni ma ejina.
That's right.
This is it. Who to me and disassociate Nanado from Baumia. Who campaign for Baumia? Why campaign that? Who financed this campaign? Who financed this campaign? Or is it yes, our campaign? Everybody paying 400 Ghana cedis for every delegate, the whole Ghana. Or says Canada's our campaign. Ube to me, Abekatre me say you to about Emmawa. You are going to chart your own path. People who chart their own path, they manage their own campaign. No be en peja say Messiah. Now be can't say anka the omo de year only raso call your friend is saying abrochire no kebese ya obi o
omo ya ne den
the omo year no na oraso ko abrochire no
anya yare no yare
say osekwa so catch the Mahama say I confirm a friend is saying mathematics and na meboa ya dia to me I confirm mathematics. Na sa confirm ma ba de ewudifu a confirm na aba ewudifu a confirm e na aba intino that a confirm is coming to pay them back in their own coins. I saw a video obi o say dum so no e de your friend saying MPP buy no.
Yeah.
Sadum son ediom.
Ediomoko. Wow.
And that is where we are today. Sankenya sa Kwame. Your friend is saying the board members of
the COCOBOD. And then you move bisano.
Who did train.
Yeah.
You starting Mubudi.
Okay.
Board members. You mudino bako mamintias.
Okay, Mami shall say free a year. Chief Executive. Okay, we Bryan Acheampong free one. Chief Executive Officer.
Debbie. New being free.
Okay, any Bryan Acheampong.
Oh, yeah, no,
a Greek minister. Chief Executive Officer of COCOBOD. Joseph Bryan. Nana Johnson Mensa. Nana Obenya Krofi. Eja Edward Oko Ampofo. Mr. Ernest Kwame Nayedu Addison.
Minyanka omo
portfolio.
Okay.
So Edward Oko Ampofo, Cocoa Health and Extension Division Director.
Thank you.
Ernest Kwame Nayedu Addison, Governor of the Bank of Ghana.
Governor of Bank of Ghana.
That's right.
Twaso.
Honorable Yao Frimpong Ado, Deputy Minister for Agriculture. Honorable Herbert Krapper, Deputy Minister of Trade and Industry.
Okay. Me catch them say MPP for a abrofo a obiti hwa or say yanoya. Governor of Bank of Ghana.
Yeah.
Finance Minister.
Yeah.
Agric Minister. One. Sankrofo one any laptop. One any iPad. Rate of them and na any be. At a point, a COCOBOD a struggle. Yentumi entria koko sika. Yaboka. Ama yekwa manone akwakope syndicated loan kura na yamayen. At a point I said be mamo kura no di 8%. Multi board ne so. Ena the bad friend is saying mo pesa mo nkuminya mo kuro no enti no. This is how low COCOBOD has sunk. Namu to me a catcher COCOBOD say iPad muhiya your friend is saying yankoto iPad for and mamo
4,500. No keyboard.
Keyboard.
I'll bet me you show more iPad. Keyboard no
4,500.
Yeah.
Obi biya there 4,500.
Yeah.
Most Sankrofo, Governor of Bank of Ghana, won't mean talk. A friend is saying keyboard 4,500 in Yusu. Minister of Agric.
Say I was say through Mubutu.
Exactly.
Omompo moesi kankoto.
Okay. Adebako ame babesi so say.
Okay.
Abra NDC war power. Na ahonchire ewo Ghana. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Kandi bi say. Ministers nyina no yetimo salary so. Sa 10% na de kwako si cheap compound ama omo a omo ni bi. We Jesus Christ sacrificed on the cross everywhere. There's no sacrifice bigger than this. 10% of your salary every month. Ghana was not doing badly, but we wanted to cut costs. Time a year cut the cost. We were also doing savings to offset loans. We have done all these things. That should tell you, say, na yehu enchire yensa. But we're squeezing ourselves. Senebe ya Ghana for a better one day. At the point, there was a free flow. And yema ekoso, ukwan ye yamao, unsio ye yamao, hospitals ye siyamao, schools ye siyamao. Everything was being done. But the pace at which I say economy, and you say, yes, so at 10% of our salaries. Senebeya, yedibisi cheap compounds. Ama nurses enye juma aye, ama cleaners enye juma aye woho, na edi employment so I den assign so aba. We were doing all these things. And now, COCOBOD, moon to me enkia, your friend is saying, mo cocoa beans are more free cramun to me. How? Na some renuamu board members are taking decisions way. Mutumi Ghana for enim. mutumi hwe ekom a edi enkrofo mutumi hwe unemployment situation no maka tre say munkote 4,500 per person na mo fa nkoto keyboard yes sir
ye nyanye omunyanye ntumu omuso omunyanje
minim say o kan your friend say me peace no enra that was my first line me say me bomb price on make sure say April Fool because enra na April Fool
well
say na me sorry o mo ka say April Fool no munya enye you know let me tell you something I make sure say one, it is a lie. They have been exposed. They were willing to go and buy it. They have accepted it. So, a copy of the letter will follow. I mean, true, baby.
Me so fatu screen so na.
Fatu screen so. Yenina yen kan.
Omo krata na omo twa ya omo de kire se your friends procurement no. Omo nyanyi ntu mo no.
Yes.
Obetimi dia two screen so na.
No, me pe letter na nkasa na.
Okay.
Not their press nyom akohwesem we debi. Won say 1st April Fool. April Fool on COCOBOD. Date 1st April 2024. Omo tro na enra.
That's right.
Enra was a holiday. Meboa. Yesterday was a holiday.
Yeah.
Inti official bi ani ho ananka oye adwuma ewo ho.
That's right. It's krata na nkasa
ni. It was written on February 26, 2024.
That's true.
Me pato monko esro kakra mo roli enko so kakra February 26 it means it was last week me boa last month 26 last week monko so kakra me hwe ade where the minutes are people have minuted it and let me tell you the speed with which yes stamp no time twen wo de gina kakra answer mo hwe no the stamp on it no it was written on the 26th. The stamp was 28.
Yeah.
Wow. I want you to see the speed in which they were working. Afe obi aso o sign ye bia no the signature e was in the comments e was here. Share aha munya no say kakra. The second person o sign the time 22nd of February. Yeah, it was written on 26. Yeah. The letter was 26. And follow the trend.
Your team's on 28th.
And your team ne patch say
27th near
Deputy Director of Administration Nankasa or signing 27th
February.
And sign a year stamp on 28th.
Goodness me.
You understand?
Wow.
The third person was your friend said
11th March. Yeah.
It was written 26. Deputy Director 27th. Stamped 28th, 11th of March. Yasanso are approved. The last one because it was 7 people. This is the 7th one.
Yeah.
Into the dates
28th,
27th, 26th. That's to tell you how the speed, because board members as a omuhia keyboard. This is the speed with which they were rushing to go, and then Deputy Director, I'm saying, where finance me boy.
Yeah.
That's the number 5. Yes, any date. Enko so kakra.
Fire call.
Enko so kakra.
And apem.
So it should tell you, say, enkrofo before obi paper, ushe paper trail in public offices. You see, say, between ebia enipakra otro kane no.
Yeah.
Yebe receive amana start ebeko budgets ebeko your friends administration ebeko account ebeko procurement ebeko say nyina no ebi dey to me take 6 months.
Wow.
Within a matter of 2 weeks enu ye nyina ye show
na krata na be da bonten
exactly
na yetima ba bonten ten so
exactly
abeka se yenyanyi ntu
exactly
eti hyiamu no
7 people have minuted on it.
Yeah.
And look at the dates. 26,
but
27, 28, 29, on the 3rd.
You see, the old Kafa here COCOBOD, you know. The last time number 4 I was sitting them. Honorable Reckl3ss didn't send me to get far. Said ye almost say no man.
Yeah.
Oh, COCOBOD. Would you take a kind of Yentua? So, Honorable Reckl3ss, as Norfolk South Member of Parliament, you know.
Mr. Speaker, we handed over COCOBOD to them in 2017. In 2017, they incurred a loss of 395 million Ghana cedis. The loss came down to 78.2 million. In 2019, it increased to 320 million. In 2020, it increased again to 426 million. In the speaker 2021, it is 2.4 billion. 2.4 billion Ghana cedis, 24 trillion cedis. In 2022, it jumped to 3.3 billion. And the minister says, the minister is saying that COCOBOD is back on track. While he is projecting a loss of 2.6 billion this year, a loss of 2.6 billion this year. And we say that this company is back on track. Mr. Speaker, I'm surprised that the minister is attributing their crisis to COCOBOD. He's attributing the crisis to leader. Mr. Speaker, I'm going to explain to him the main causes of the problem that we are having with COCOBOD. Yes. The first one is this. In 2016, total administrative cost at the headquarters of COCOBOD was 363 million Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, in 2021, it jumped to 2.5 billion. Challenge me.
Me when the main campo.
Inti Oshe, this waste,
COCOBOD.
this waste, this thievery are ecoso. No wonder 1st of April, our offices be a government institution be upon it is a holiday.
Holiday, yeah.
A cromfort to me cotton se control letter. Say yenyanto. Timer, ye follow paper trail. You couldn't see it. All of you who sanctioned these letters, my signatures, SRC. Sankenye Tivria, April Fool Day. Ama April Fool, Ama Toewie. But they want to cover it. Ama Toewie. If you look the paper trail and the speed with which it was traveling.
But that made you my cause repair. More NDC. I
Listen,
mean,
Kwame, trust me. Trust me. You see, let me add something small to it. And COCOBOD, it is the best thing. We have never had any price better than this before.
Yeah.
$10,000 per ton.
Per ton, yeah.
$10,000 per ton.
Yes, bottom Mako Dunsia.
Yes.
$10,000.
Then a chain way. But COCOBOD, Atenase, I'm a galamsey for, I say ye cocoa. COCOBOD, Atenase, one mom son per keyboard no. Omatenase, Ashama, Sabin Preduasa, your cocoa is being smuggled to Ivory Coast. Do you know the implication?
Okay.
Ivory Coast is going to get about 1.8 to 2.5 billion cedis free.
Yeah.
Because smuggling na akosono pe omo cocoa industry no. The omo can say is between 180,000 to 250,000 metric tons. And you smuggle edeko.
Yeah, we are on the call.
And no ama your production, cocoa production cry ewa hano. We are there at our lowest. Yanko this loader. It's only two things. Either say ye chiche nuyanegu at the galam say, and now say ya smuggle at the call Ivory Coast. That is the preferred destination because omdo cocoa nyinano omne Ivory Coast a share border, so it is easier to move it to that place. Into ye misa yomo. What is that $10,000 per ton? Calculated 250,000 metric tons. I reya ye huya. And ye 2.5 billion.
True.
Yanenam. Say ye $600 million. yɛmfa save the economy. So if we had responsible people on the board of COCOBOD, if we had a responsible administration, our COCOBOD, anka this year's 10,000 per ton price dollars here on the amaye, anka your problem ends over here. That is why I am telling you, say, we are able as NDC to transform the cocoa sector. If the cocoa sector alone, agric alone, can be able to 1 year give us this 2.5 billion, then we can assure you, say, all is not lost. But the greed, chrono, ewa enkrofo bitrimuno. You say, moja so empa huye trimuda. Paint the MPP anyway. Dress no fofro. Preko obesa so akoto binimu. And that is the MPP for you. So I am telling you in confidence, this economy still has hope. And that hope, no, trust me, say, we are going to transform. Especially when His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, was it last Friday, assured us when the youth were opening their youth center. Meseremo, now one of these days, Monkoho, either say mo kwako sheho, and now say mo kwako ye live program for the youth center. I'll be very glad. And me first akwenye so abo youth department no abaso. And you see, we are all working as a team at the head office. And we don't want one leg to be bigger than the other.
Yeah.
Inti say treasury, juma, we must support them. Youth, juma, women, juma, support them. Communication, juma, general secretary's office, and all those. It is this teamwork, and reflect to our regions, reflect on the constituencies. And on that program, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Eko Kate tape, no?
Yeah.
He says something, or say, his second coming, we are going to see the youngest brains as cabinet.
And the papers will be crack capture.
Thank you very much. We are going to see the youngest brains, Kwame, with your experience. Nyambe eyadum na yaba power ni ayewo minister, cabinet minister. With your experience, you will know how to go, your friend is saying, outside the box to make things work. Sa old wade, a general, a MPP, a USUNO. It is going to be a thing of the past. And I'll use this to encourage the youth that there has not been any better time than this. There's no better time than this. That your friends and your colleagues, your peers, will be managing the affairs of this. He set an example for himself. Okay, baby. Or say, or no, at age 39, and Rawlings appointed as a deputy minister. At the age of 41, and obey a substantive minister. Kwame, how old are you? Who would say me, how old are you? It is our time. 2024 is our time. Mama obi, Emma motivate you. Say, go out there and go and work for John Dramani Mahama. You are working for yourself. I told some people that me, I've stopped working for John Dramani Mahama. I've stopped working for John Dramani. I'm working for myself. Because Nyame Adom Nase John Dramani Mahama ewinia. Only face and there was who. But me come home because John Mahama in position here one. President of the Republic. On to me vice president. On to me minister. On to me enye your friend is saying deputy chief of staff and also on to me executive officer.
Yeah.
And you would see me no. And ye be you. John Mahama is taking one position. There are over 7,000 to 10,000 positions to be given.
But Ghana chafe woman yet.
That is what I'm telling you. Say, it all boils down to people coming together to change the destiny of this country. The leader of the team, Akatra, will say, "A mebunu time, a mebuna ombabe edisa adewi enim." It means you have a role in it. hwɛ say Habakkuk 2:3 eka say write down the vision, make it plain, so that anybody who sees it will run with it. It is ankamiyawo and as a vision we have a better abonting say meburu na John Dramani Mahama me ntwa mobi meka ntwa me say to fuel gumika mu ansa na makọ akwakoye adwuma. I'm not waiting for somebody to come and give me a motorbike. Say me nko ansa makwakoye adwuma, because I am working for myself to the extent to say minim say ebemu a either say menya table and chair be a use, and now say will transform this economy in effect, you know, ebebua mesusu adwuma meye. That is all about the vision that His Excellency and the challenge John Dramani Mahama through
Obama no. Wow.
And to have a cabinet of youthful people, let me tell you two things.
But does that mean say empenin bi anasa empenin for na omuwo your friend say institutional memory no and knowledge no free cabinet one, because when he has experience no so
as you see here me maybe 60 years, maybe 70 years. Now me a board chairman, me a board member. I'm using my experience to direct the youth, their passion, and how they want to get things done fast.
Yeah.
So there are places for everybody. But to run a day-to-day affair, and you see, there's a difference between being an administrator and being a leader. You understand? When a youth is leading, you see, say, the passion, the orientation is to get things done. An older person who is an administrator is looking at procedures and looking at bureaucracies. And that is not how to deal with any economy that has sunk this low. We must look beyond our revenue stream and see what we can do to bring people on board. What else can we invest to get a yield for our economy in the shortest possible time? And that is where the thinking is going to be after two. So for me who MPP need be say bebunu bi no so MPP nyam say we kwadwofo he has no vision. Senya sadia anka sema His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ekai no, you would have run with it. And then enkrofo ekwakoye business no to me train penny make train say seven previous went to 200,000 went to 1 billion went to say ya menye say emma because retirees or pesika kofie. But at my age menye na any 50 akabe 2 days be maybe 50 plus and minus 4 years me wa here ebia 52 or thereabout.
3 4 thereabout.
I'm still young, still in the system. If I embarrass myself, I'll still be living in the communities. And okay? At a point, I catch say, Omemu Ayetene. Nanado Danko Kufado is still renting planes. Because Sikana Omuvia in dollars, Edeko France, Edeko London, and ne yati omoto. Into omudru your friend is saying use commercial plane na apeja. We've seen people whose friend is saying monies have been seized on the tarmac. Omakwa brochiamo omusika omde kwa koteno ye seize anya dia sa sika no kra broni so seize no de bregana we seize e woni krum. Free revenue for abrofo because of our stupidity and our greed. But so offer plane na oko to say your friend is saying Sebi president and na o to kwani and toraja. Yen searching us. That is why they don't go commercial. And no tarmac ne so no na yaba be fani luggage wo. Na ni briefcase as can egum no near the akwakogu embassy car mu na yetu. Na Ghana ya ho tire mu na yen na ye kwakotua sa plane ni ka wo. sanka omo dwene Ghana ho po na sika mo awia na mo de kwanka munye sika ne bi nkotua play no aye mienu ka odi sika ekwa brochire e de akwakọ tewo ho no wapone kakra to influence the economy of Ghana no. That is how omo run it on mine.
And untina, I mean, with baby and mode money at channel. And untina, Bram Moko, no, mode money chair business leaders, nature no, monanti, quorum. I mean, castor and a
You see,
any baby ever quack.
you see, say things have changed. Kwame. Medan Yankopon ase because ni obeye biya no.
And mammy, you way wabra ako Ghana kasa no me se wana na videos no eye kwawudie no NDC for nante no na mode fa so serebe ya ye nyina be hu se de sikoe Ghana twaso
Hwɛ your places bi wɔ hɔ a
yeah
kane kokɔ hɔ na ahyɛ NDC atade a yɛhuro and some of the things that they say, oh, NDC a woody-for party, a for and all that. I'm rather saying it to the glory of God. Say, ene, yako kwewi. People were demanding our shirts.
Hey,
Yes.
kwewi fa
From your friend say in Coco, and for the flag says this one mobile pay aircon. People were just shouting, say, hey, Namunkwana Moshe, yeah, dear, wahin and dear.
Mama, your
And
t-shirt.
I saw people who were so passionate say they had to remove 24-hour t-shirt. Obi a nature no two.
Wow.
Not their mobi. And the person takes it and wears it. Obi to me unity shirt. Not their ma obi.
Eye party for no.
Party for no.
No yi no dia mo.
Party for na omushebi no.
Wow.
No yi amobi ko.
Say Gina
So oba and kraya. And these are t-shirts. Individuals are printing themselves. Party and printing t-shirts back of
Asampala.
I'm telling you.
Am gran na print am.
I'm na print t-shirts, you know. And people are volunteering and doing all these things. Then obi on one kasa akwakoto ni t-shirts, a bit 20 cedis, a bit 50 cedis, depending on a year. Na we yi because obi beside you know. Na odi amano no shene verse awase no odi ye walk. It should tell you the level of sacrifice that people are doing and people are willing to. Last week obi frame me also person oprint bi nti ni pakora oprint no or person ohuno because he want to make some printing for the constituency for. And when I get these calls and then they would tell me you want to print t-shirts and not there, just inform us. You be direct to the printers. No money mau. Nan for person with the more mono. You freely give out because and then the level of sabin prayers anka yeko kwewi. Yendu awe num ni yeko. Sometimes we say so Eastern region there. Our target was 50-50 because we always go sometimes below 40, sometimes a little above 40 and all that. Sure? We get most votes sometimes from the Krobo areas and then the Ebia in Sawama Dwejiri so that you know. Oko Chebi Nase Ofro Ediako Biposo and we don't do well there at all. Let's be honest. But the Nemino Okase the confirmation was this Easter. The request to have a meeting with the friends businessmen were from their own friends group.
Wow.
Yes. Nipa swens you as once and and people can now testify about the hardship and the way some of their businesses are sinking. Sure. I can tell you, say most businessmen, they do business, they keep doing business because they want to keep employing people. Most businessmen, the fact is, say, obiwa on your profit, but as long as it's breaking even, why should I shut down? The moment I shut down and crowdphobia, but they can tell you how their businesses are struggling. Yeah, the taxes are cool. And then people are importing, your friends saying, car spare parts and idea through Togo, through Nigeria.
And I'm at 2 hours.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you
People are running.
and then get an about what you say, or 2 4 said to a baby.
Yes, in a clean a hospital, a
equipment
near
and yeah, because of a 20 normal was what you
Sebe, San Kenya irresponsibility. Abai wejuma. Yen reach ya to. Wejuma no. And obi say, me somu abuao. I know somebody who had imported hospital beds. Or the ba ababe check clinics. Nye di boni trimuno went to me into ya ena ujai wo porto. Sabe sanka ye wo aban papa bi a ote ye friend say governance ase na ogine simamufo ho a hospital beds na say we seize. The first thing that should come to any responsible government and say hospitals bear no bed syndrome. Yes, is the abaye aban dia no. Yen fanko hosa, san fanko those hospitals. Any pakra or import ye no kra no or ba be donate into what say akọ hospitals be ye de akwa Kolebu, ye de akwa Ridge, ye de akwa hospitals are omo lack better. Me sure so no kra no. Obeka say eye nyame adwuma ene wa ye nti o de ache kra na o de ache. Ye de adoma esi so auction so be metal non fanko non ko Toma hospital connection men abemu.
That's right.
We season and then people are struggling. Incentives are yedi obi be call hospital bi nkura say enyo.
It is a suni biana business for issue.
Exactly.
And the actual President Mahama.
Exactly. And the assurances of, and you see, every assurance, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Bembiano, he based it on Abra or Abe. What he did to sustain people's businesses. May say the emotional part was on how Tema was planned. Tema Harbour expansion was planned to make it a hub for West Africa. We planned it to say, Yebema Obia, you cannot even think twice whether to import your things from Ghana, from Nigeria, from you can't take the only option
and it's over by Ghana.
That is why railway line from Tema to Mpakadai. Nobody in Burkina Faso wants to pay the transport cost. Yefa trailer. Edifa ya kwai so from Accra.
No one buy one metwazo. I mean MPP are buying by Baumiane President Akufo-Addo buy one metwazo.
Omo because Sikano ewo ho ntino. Omo atwazo du baby Sikano. Asa.
And it's a BB sign.
A lot of things have changed. Because omo ka so mo ye investigations, omo ye auditing. Friends, value for money auditing and all those things. It took them a year. Contractors and so say we must review our costs because the way are not dollar price rate and yes, the way our materials stay and yes, and it's here. You know, a juma anka a twaswa you be to me ayeno sikano
wow.
And almost woman nisika omo de ba be ka ho say yemfa ntoaso na che say be adwuma no be si no na esi hwe ye ba ba mu a ye wo adwuma so no e wo yenim. I keep saying there's a reason why John Dramani Mahama is the one coming back. I am saying this because John Dramani Mahama drew officer one no be never be trained in office. watena hoda enya obia keke ena oba betu ne fo because mutu ne foda
but Baumia say enam say woni second term bi e prepare nti onfa ni bre enye adwuma
onim
ebi mu kura se mu ba be diako
eno kura na ese ma usuro Baumia because he doesn't regard integrity obia onim he understand the word integrity on kasa John Mahama has integrity sena ene onama na nkrofo de eboɔ eba onama na nkrofo eso kanea edi ahwe no that integrity is what will inspire him to finish what he did. And I'm telling you this because obi obeka say obi last time there oba be ye eyi no that is their irresponsibility about umia so ebre ho no because and you say nanado so all kwedi and I say bibia amfa ne ho. In fact he has even checked out almost to omo primaries na ebisa no say mo free me so na the next government no and e ba beto aso. That is their thinking as a party. Ye kofie ye lutu ye nya account to president kofo anye bia anche mails on sign it your friend is saying on negotiate a single spine in we cry was sign it because I've checked out a NDC for problem but yen abra ye free power. Let me tell you some people's bitterness, some contractors bitterness. And I don't know how to say it, but I'll find a way of saying it. Yelusu abayin ewie no. We are doing savings. Say sika we are yeka se yemfa yensa nka because ye de betu ya say ye de be ye say no. Yemfa yensa enka. And some contractors were on the neck of the finance minister. Say yelusu ewie e kira wo ni ha bio. Sign ye check ma yen. Because MPP for ba omuntua. Because of the integrity our NDC, you're championing. Some of our own contractors, we couldn't pay them. Some of them are bitter because MPP is not paying them. At a point, MP for Catron say, so bet to me this says way abba. They best sign the amount. They were negotiating. This can we best sign the amount. Obiso watine fia chama commandeno. On share profit.
It's Yedisi,
no. Na made that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say. Yen yina ya muase ya maninsa insi form. When you see, me kasa netes yen yina ya fire hu NG campaign yimu. Because the campaign of the youth is the time of the youth, and let's make sure say yen yina will make it a success. Nama science so adana say say chief imam ne yere akabebi no so no despite the hectic time okodi no wakwawu no enra o touch it down and oko chief imam ho wow o sign so owie ye na oba okakwe north e de one omobeye iftar obebreki fast no akwetema yes and so no or you know. And he's not resting. Wow. He's not resting because he has a passion for the youth. And he believes in Ghana. Yeah. And we make sure, say, Enyama Ebeko Yens, Yenina, Yamonichidom, now you make sure, say, things will go well. Very well.
Godwin Akogan, Beda say, Edobra, when ya nafe, wabe be some so, Ediache, nano pay. Why Deputy Communications Officer about NDC, Emmanuel Kuono. Ochira nyame ya doma be say hia bio e wo dwabo ase digni right say kana koso ma Akogan ene NDC achitafo na koso mu effective citizens arrest on Bryan Acheampong kwawu akwa chere bibi kakra ewe chabi dia ne kwa me ka jima nie power nie the power mid morning bramo radio so what TV so ye yibu sini ni abomonyom no nine pepe ye inside politics ebeba prem to akase abon so beba. Because on the TV as well as the Power FM.